up because I'm parked by the street. I saw Roy today, the dog that showed up in the staircase in front of my apartment, right? I saw Roy in the street, and he was there for about 24 hours. I gave him some water and I gave him a chicken bone. And then he got up like the next morning. He left because the night before he left, I saw him like standing up and looking down the stairs. I had a feeling like he was going to go back out into the street. He's a street dog. He just showed up there. So I saw him the other day close to the house. I was walking to the store to get water, and I'm on my motorbike, and I'm like, that's Roy. That's the dog, And I saw him. So I stopped and I turned around. I turned off my bike and I went to go see him, right? I turned around and I went to go see him. And you know what happened? Looked at me, I looked at him, because I figured maybe he would remember my scent or something like that, right? Nope. He started moving down the street the other way, and I started walking behind him. And you guys saw my other video. I keep like dog food in my bag, in case I see like a stray dog and needed some help, so I can feed the dog. So as he's moving down the street, there's some other dogs that are also on the street, and I was like, oh, I guess this is where he normally hangs out. Turns out, as he moves past the other dogs start barking at me, right? Which is normal, because, if they don't recognize you, if they don't recognize your scent, because I usually don't walk down that street, sometimes the dogs bark. And you know what? Roy started barking too. And I was like, that's just how it is. And people are the same way. When you talk or you interact with someone individually, they may be one way with you. But what happens is, when they get around their group of friends, they might act completely different. And that's exactly what happened. And I was a little hurt, but I thought about it in the moment. I'm like, that's how life is. It really is. Because you'll have people that are in your circle, people that, are down for you, and then you'll be hanging around with a group of friends, and they'll change up on you and they'll act different. And that's just the way life is sometimes. So I made the title of this video, make yourself top dog, which is important. And you should do that, because you have to prioritize yourself first. Because as you move through life, some people that you think are going to be there for you, some people that you think are going to be close to you, some people that you think are going to have your back, when they get around a different crowd of people, they're going to change up on you. And that's why it's very, very important to keep your priorities number one. You keep yourself number one. I know Dexter's telling me to be selfish. No, I'm not telling you to be selfish. I'm not telling you to be a bad person. What I'm telling you to do is prioritize yourself. Because if you invest all your faith and all your energy into another person, you should invest your faith into God, right? If you put it into another person, what's going to happen to you is that person might change on you. And that's what happened with Roy. Now, I know if I see Roy one-on-one again, I'll give him some water, I'll give him a chicken bone. But when he's around his group of friends, he got to be a dog. You know what I mean? And I was like, I respect that, but it hurt me a little bit. Because, I was coming to say hi and I was going to give him some food, but he was over there barking at me with the rest of the dogs in the street. And when I went down that street, I found out at that store that Roy is a dog in the street. He's a street dog. He usually hangs around that corner. So I don't know what happened to him that made him come over and hide in the staircase that night. But he did. Hey, everybody. Hola, hi, how are you guys doing down there? But that's what happened. And I realized in that moment, I was like, that's just like relationships with other people. You have to make sure that you always prioritize yourself when you have people in your circles, even if they've been your friends, your loved ones for a long time, your family. People change when they get around that certain group of people. And that's what happened with Roy. And it made me think. I was like, I felt for that before in the past. So remember, whatever you do in life, whatever you're focused on, whatever you're trying to do, make sure it's your priority. You're the one who's putting yourself first, because there are people out there who will, in a certain situation, in a group, when they get put in that situation where they got to choose between the group of friends and yourself, they might go the other way. And it might hurt you. And, if you're fully invested or you're too invested into one person or one thing, it can come back and bite you in the butt. It really can. So that's my message today. I did see Roy, though. He is doing good. He was back up and at him. I don't know if he got sick or he was cold, if he was dehydrated, whatever it was. But he's back in the street being a dog, doing what dogs do. I'm sure I'll see him again. And I'm sure I'll see you guys again, too. I appreciate you watching. I'm going to get out of here soon. I'm sorry it's so loud here. I'm sorry it's so loud. It's really loud. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a wonderful Saturday. Bye-bye.